Hi people, welcome to another episode of Field or Play. My name is Ellie. Oh, Ghana Black Stars. Ghana Black Stars. What do you think about today's performance? Was it a good performance compared to the game against Austria? What do you think? What are your opinions? But I think it was a pretty decent performance, but there are a lot of issues within the team that needs to be worked out. There are lapses within the team that the coach needs to start working seriously towards too. I think we allowed the Germans to play their game, and I was like, okay, listening to some interviews in the course of the week, it was like Otto Addo was asked what his football formation was, and he said his football formation is what sometimes he made an analogy of using your hands to eat fufu, and then using fork to eat rice, and then using spoon to eat soup, and all those things. So that sort of gives us the impression or an idea of how he handles every game. And to me, that is not the best way to handle a game. See, as a team, we need to have the way we play. You need to have the base at which you're going to play so that everybody knows that this is how Ghana plays. And then when you meet your opponent in the course of the game, based on how you are playing against them, if your tactics don't work, then you change it. But you can't say, I don't have a formula, I don't have a strategy. I'm always going to play according to how your opponent is playing. That means you're always going to play a reactive football. You're going to sit down and wait for your opponents to come at you before you now start thinking of what to do, which is not a good thing to do. I think Otto Addo is a bit afraid. Seriously, today before the game started, he was like this, and I was like, no, the coach is afraid. But I believe the guy can do the job. He just needs to be bold and take confident decisions, take bold decisions in the course of the game. Today, we were playing against Germany. They were playing very well, putting a lot of pressure on us. And then in the first half, they made about 3 substitutes. And then we are not changed any player. You understand? The first sub we made was because a player was injured and we needed to bring in another player. You understand? In the course of the game, the German team made a total of 9 or 8 changes, 9 subs, up to compared to Ghana's 5 that we made. Even this was in the second half. You understand? And we were making them one. We play about 10, 15 minutes and we'll make another one. Look at the points we brought in Fatawu Issahaku. Brilliant contribution towards the game. 3 minutes to the game, then you bring Kamadin Suleiman in. What is going to be his contribution to the game at that point in time? You understand? So I think Otto's subs and substitutions needs to come very early on in the game. Let the players play. You understand? At times it's not about the scoreline, but in this particular game, it was about the scoreline. I know a lot of Ghanaians were angry about our performance against Austria, and they wanted to see a very good performance today. And I knew we were going to lose this game by 2-1. I said it. I said it to a lot of friends. I said it to a lot of people. But I was sort of surprised we held our own during the first half. And the penalty. This Jonas Ajete. So this is the second time he's doing this in the game. And I think the player needs to look at it and work on it. In the game, the formation we played was 4-4-2. You understand? And the Germans were playing 4-2-3-1. You understand? And I think it sort of gave them an advantage in the game because at every point in time, they had more bodies in the midfield. At every point in time, they had about 4 players in the midfield as compared to R2 or R1. You understand? Which they didn't help us. And it's like we are allowing them to play. Germany today just played a very simple football. Pass the ball to your player, run into open space, pass the ball to your player again, run into open space, pass the ball. And that's all they were doing. And you could see our players were just running because they were just playing. Now, if you pass the ball to me and you run at me and my player is open, I'm going to give the ball to him. And then you realize you keep running throughout the game. You are not able to play your game. But when you now get the ball, you are even tired and you can't even play. And that's what happened in the first half. But at least we were able to hold our own in the first half. And I think it was a bit unfortunate that we got the penalty in the 9 minutes of the first half. But today's game was good. If you realize, whenever we started playing, we started passing, we were a threat to them. You understand? We are a threat to them instead of just ballooning the ball to the strikers up front. We should hold on to the play and let them also run a bit. Run after the ball a bit. Anytime we had the ball, the Germans would just sit back and relax and watch us play. They were very relaxed and they were not getting tired. You understand? They were not getting tired and we were running and running and running. And I think we need a proper number 10 in the midfield of our play. Somebody that can hold the ball and push up the play, take on 2 or 3 players and give a very good pass. That would just be his role. You understand? A proper number 10. Because if you see the midfield, we were lacking. We weren't able to play any proper balls through the midfield in our entire game. You can look at the game again. All the balls we made towards the German half or the Germans 18 came through to the flanks, to the right and then the left wing. That goal that we got came through the left wing. You understand? But in the midfield, we were totally outclassed. We struggled in the midfield throughout the game. You understand? Thomas Partey, I think today didn't show us what we know that he can do. You understand? So we need at least to always have 2 bodies in the midfield. And to me, I think football has evolved beyond the 4-4-2. Now, almost every major team in the world is playing a variation of the 4-2-3-1 formation, which gives you more body. It gives you a lot of triangles within the game to be able to cover up. And at every point, once you shift 1 player into the middle, you have 4 players in the midfield. You understand? So you always have players in the middle. And your 10 can push into the attacking position. Then you are playing 2 strikers up top. You understand? So this we need to look at that game. But I think it was a good game as compared to the German game. And the players were determined to play. The players were determined to play. And I think Benjamin Asari, he did fairly well. He did fairly well. Some portions when he came out for the corner kicks, he sort of missed the ball and those timings. This is not the first time he's had those incidents. So I think it's something that he needs to work on. His timing, and at times he's not able to catch the ball at once. He needs to take a second chance at the ball before he grabs it. He needs to work on that, because I believe in him and I believe the Lord wants him to go to the World Cup. I think he's a lucky goalkeeper. To be honest, there are some players, you can hate them or like them, but the Lord has his hands on them. And I think the Lord has his hands on Benjamin Asari, that look, this guy, I want to use this World Cup, this Black Star, to change his life. And no matter what people are going to say, I know the Lord is going to make it happen. Whenever it's in the game, we don't lose by a lot of goal margins. Today's 2-1, it was okay. We got a penalty, and from open play, Germany was able to only score one goal. They scored a goal in the first half, which was ruled as an offside anyway. So it's a good performance, and I think we can build on it. We shouldn't always be reactive. We should play proactive football. Take the game to the opponent. You understand? Take the game to the opponent. And Otto, please do your subs early, especially within friendly games. It's a friendly. You are trying out every possibility, giving every player the chance to play. So try them all, let them come, let them play. Even if we lose, you know your mistakes and you can correct them. But we've been losing about 3-5 games, since our qualification for the World Cup. All the friendlies we've lost. It doesn't build confidence in the Ghanaian people who want to go to the World Cup and go and watch. And also, it creates a bit of a problem when we're trying to raise funds for this current World Cup. You understand? So, in all, I think it was a good performance, and it's something that we can build on. But don't sit back and let your opponent play, because they are going to get a lot of chances, and definitely 1 or 2 are going to enter into the net. Take the ball to them. And one thing that I noticed, we were making a lot of silly mistakes. Even from a goal kick, we'll just kick the ball to the opponent. We did that about 5 times. You understand? From Juku to Asari. If you don't have to play the ball through the middle, because you don't have a lot of bodies in the middle. So go through the wings, pass it to your right back, left back, and then let them push the ball into the midfield or float it into the attackers. With that one, you are safer. You understand? But when you push it to the middle and you know you don't have a lot of players in the middle, the ball is always coming back to you. And we were making 40 passes. I mean, if you study the game today, the German team did not make, I dare to say, any 40 passes within the course of the game. All their passes to their players was crisp and precise. When they passed the ball, they didn't give all those 50-50 small balls. They were not losing them. They were not kicking the ball into over and all those things. No. So all those things, I think we should have some statisticians within the Black Star team that can look at all these pointers. I mean, at which point did we lose the ball? How many times did we lose the ball? Which areas did we lose the ball? 50-50 balls. I mean, when you have control of the ball, why should you lose it? When you have a goal kick and you're going to start the game, why should you lose the ball again? It puts too much pressure on you, and then it builds unnecessary mistakes, and then we concede goals throughout this moment. So, I mean, those are my opinions for the game. I mean, let me know what you think, whether you think we did well. I know a lot of people are calling for the head of our coach, but I believe with just about 3 months to go to the World Cup, it will be difficult for any coach to come inside and make any meaningful contribution to the team and then the game. Let's believe in him. Let's encourage him. Let's show him love so that he'll be able to deliver. You understand? If we encourage him, I'm sure he'll be able to deliver, because to be in Otto's shoes right now is a very difficult thing. A lot of Ghanaians are calling for you to resign. You understand? A lot of players are calling for you. A lot of people are calling for you to be sacked. So it doesn't build confidence within the coach. But let's support him. I think he can do the job. He can do the job. He can send us to the World Cup and give us a good performance. I don't know about winning the cup, but if we rally around him, given all the support that he needs, I mean, we should be fine. So we can build on this. And Black Stars, don't sit back. You are Black Stars. You can play the game. So play the game. If you notice in the course of the game, when we started playing, I mean, it was good. And one thing I noticed is anytime our players had the ball, the other players were just walking and watching to see what they are going to do. The ball instead of running to support. You understand? Running to support. And let's keep this. Let's do the simple things. Just pass. We should not force the passes. Pass, run into space, and pick the ball. I mean, let's play the tiki-taka. We can play. I know Ghana, we can play football. So let's come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. I know I'm ranting because I mean, there are a lot of things. If you give me the opportunity, I'll go on and on and on. But let me know what you think, what your opinions are. If you think it was a good performance, do you want the coach to be sacked? I mean, do you think he should stay? The players who sort of performed very well for you in the game. I mean, Fatawu was brilliant. I think Jordan Ayew was also brilliant in this game. And Partey was a bit slow in the game. I mean, he didn't come out all out in the game. And I think Semenyo was just brilliant. He was able to hold on to the ball. He was able to, give a lot of good passes, even though he made some mistakes. I mean, these are all good attributes that I think would help the Black Stars in moving forward. Okay, so that's it for another episode of Field of Play. Thank you, and kindly subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.